Want to speak real Italian from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ItalianPod101.com.
Hello everyone, welcome back to ItalianPod101.com. My name is Daisy, mi chiamo Daisy, and in this video we're gonna talk business, meaning we're gonna talk about business culture in Italy. La cultura aziendale in Italia. La cultura aziendale in Italia. Azienda is used to refer to a business, so an agency also. Aziendale is the adjective that comes from the name. Therefore, cultura aziendale. First things first, let's introduce ourselves, right? So you want to say your full name if you are the first one of your company to introduce yourself. Otherwise, if someone else from your company is introducing yourself, you just want to go with the name because you want to show that you are close. So you don't want to put emphasis on your surname instead of the one that already introduced himself, or on the company altogether. Like the company has to be the center of the attention. Mi chiamo Desiree. Mi chiamo Desiree. Mi occupo di. My position is. I'm in charge of. Literally, la mia posizione è. But you wouldn't say that. You just say mi occupo di. So I take care of. And then you say what you do. Also, if someone else is introducing yourself, they probably already said your name. So you just say piacere di conoscerla. Piacere di conoscerla. Or just piacere is also fine. What I want you to notice here is that I said piacere di conoscerla, which is the third person singular, and that's the language that you want to use in business. Unless the person you're talking to says that he wants to be referred with the tu form, dammi del tu, give me the you form, or mi dia del tu, saying that with the formal way. Unless that happens, you want to stick to the third person, because that's the formal language. So, mi dica come posso aiutarla. Example. Tell me, mi dica come posso aiutarla. Cosa posso fare per lei? Cosa posso fare per lei? What can I do for you? Even though I'm saying lei as third person, I'm referring to you. Tell me what can I do for you, but not addressing you directly, always using the third person. Speaking of greetings, before COVID, we used to shake hands with everyone new we met, and especially be careful because the bosses have to do that first. While they do that, you can do that with the other people that are there as well for the other company too. But then only after your boss, you greet the boss of the other company. But I think that's just common sense everywhere, not just in Italy. But yeah, we do handshake, not right now, because of course there's social distancing. And sometimes, since this is really the core of this video, since business is really based on human relationships in Italy, sometimes there's even a hug. Because it depends how many times you've seen the person. In fact, since human connections are really important, le relazioni umane sono molto importanti, you need to go through the small talk. So, you talk about family, famiglia, or the weather, or come è stato il viaggio? How was the trip? How was the journey? Assuming someone came to visit you. Oggi fa proprio caldo. Today is really hot. Or have you heard about I sentito che? So meetings don't really start right away talking about business. You have to get into the mood, to just greet the other person, meet them, like you were friends. So you talk a bit about weather if you don't know what to talk about, or if you do know them, then maybe you ask about the family or a specific condition they went through or something else. Small talk. Also, meetings are not always made to talk business, meaning that sometimes it's just to meet the other person. And then if we do like them or if they like us, then you talk business through emails, for example, or later on the phone. The meeting could end with you not touching on the business topic at all, or even like not deciding proper things. What I mean is the meeting is made to brainstorm, to produce ideas, to confront yourself with the other person. So don't get mad or confused if the meeting doesn't have a proper decision at the end, business wise. Also, meetings often take place in restaurants, meaning during lunchtime or dinner time. So you can drink wine while you're working. Bere del vino, offrire del vino, to offer some wine, is really common. I would say it's a must. So if you invite someone like a business partner, then it's up to you to pay for them as well. Here too, remember, don't talk business before the main entry at least, okay? Talk about storie personali, personal stories, aneddoti, anecdotes, or just something that you did over the weekend. Also, remember the dinner could be late as well, like 9, or in some southern parts, even 10. Speaking of time, let's specify that Italian office hours are usually 9 to 6, with an hour break in between, like usually from 1 to 2, okay? But you do not want to do business in August, like you don't even suggest a meeting, or during a Catholic holiday, of course. Let's talk about punctuality. I know that you may say that it's not really important, like we do allow some minutes of lateness and that's okay, but I wouldn't say more than 15 because that's really the maximum. And I think we got it from the university time. Check the video on school if you want to know what I'm talking about. Il quarto d'ora accademico, it's allowed, but no more than that. We've talked about meetings and about what to expect from them, but what you really want to pay attention to is the dress code. So let's admit that you want to dress to impress, right? Because even though Italians often say that l'abito non fa il monaco, dress doesn't make the priest, literally, so you shouldn't judge from appearance, l'abito non fa il monaco, even though we say that a lot, la prima impressione è quella che conta. First impression is what counts. La prima impressione è quella che conta. So you do want to dress to impress, but I'd say quality over originality. Of course, depending on the business that you're in, because if it's fashion, you want to go all in. But generally speaking, I would say that men have to stick to dark colors and like just a few accessories, maybe a watch, and that's it. Like, of course, the wedding ring if you have it. And for women as well, you may want to have accessories like ring, necklace, or earrings, or even brooches on your jacket. But I would say not all of them together, because you still want to be discreet, formal, and I repeat, quality over originality. As you know, we're kind of like into brands, fashion brands. So yeah, dress code. That will also help you to make not only a good impression, but bella figura. Fare bella figura means to have a nice figure, literally, but it means to have a nice impression overall. So not just your appearance, but also your way of behaving. For example, you want to be formal but also friendly, right? As I said before, be careful about the form that you use, and also about buongiorno and buonasera. For example, buongiorno, good day, buonasera, good night, like if it's evening, good evening. You don't want to say salve, for example. Salve, it's a greeting that a lot of people think it's formal because you don't really use it with your friends, but it's actually not. Because it comes from Latin and it just meant like hi in Latin. So nowadays, a lot of people care about the fact that it's not completely formal. So don't use that, not even in emails. Emails that, let's remember, must be answered within 24 hours. If you want to do a bella figura again. There's no gift-giving culture in Italy. in business. Of course, then there are souvenirs in between friends, but not in business. Like, for example, in Japan, it's common to bring gifts from one company to the other, but in Italy, we don't do that. But really, really important is coffee. For example, if I'm inviting you to my office, I do want to offer you coffee. I will have it at my office, or I'll ask you if you want to stop by, like before getting to the office, or do you want to just get out the office to get some coffee? Because coffee is really what we think of like when we say hospitality. So if we want to be nice, we offer coffee. Now, this leads me to talk about not only relationships between businesses, so agencies or different people that still you haven't met, but let's talk about business culture inside the business itself. Meaning that, okay, there is no gift giving culture, but you want to offer something for your birthday in the office. For example, you want to bring some pastries or something to share with your colleagues. Colleagues, which is colleghi di lavoro. Or you may want to pay for the coffee if you're going to a bar, to get something in the morning. So sharing is really, really important in Italian business. Sharing, condividere a meal, condividere un pasto with some business partners, but also condividere del cibo with your colleagues. Share some food with your colleagues, or just make a brindisi, make a toast. Like, for example, you can bring some wine and just have some with your colleagues during lunch or at the end of the day. You also want to bring something to celebrate, for example, your retirement or your wedding. You want to make sure your colleagues know. It's really, really important to share because that makes us feel like family. So coffee break is really also important inside the business. I can ask you, if you're my colleague, cosa fai questo weekend? What are you doing this weekend? I can ask you this on Friday and then on Monday. So how did that thing went? Come è stato il weekend? It's really important to have genuine connections inside the office. Of course, that means that sometimes you may hear some gossip, let's say, but after all, we're just a big family in business as well. Siamo una grande famiglia. We're a big family. Of course, everything I said depends on the company and on the size of the company, because that's also really important. Because if it's just a small group of people, you can get more familiar with them. Otherwise, if it's like hundreds, of course, it's harder. But still, what I said, I think applies to any group of work in Italy. So I hope this gave you an idea of what to expect if you have to deal with an Italian business partner, or even if you get into an Italian company, for example. So let me know in the comments if there's something that happened to you that kind of shocked you or that you didn't expect. Like I heard someone saying that about drinking wine during working hours. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't done it yet, you can sign up for your free lifetime account on italianpod101.com. Just click the link in the description and download our PDF lessons to be able to have even more real Italian conversations with native speakers. I see you soon. Ciao, ciao.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.